Hey everybody, welcome to the Sunday night special. I'm Joe Block, the Greyhawk Grognard. With me are Eric Tankar and Joe the Lawyer. This is our regular bi-monthly chat thingy. Glenn, Mr. Welch will be with us shortly, I am led to understand. So we'll let him in when his errands are complete.
He has to knock on the door loudly.
He must, yeah, exactly. So we did have a topic for tonight based on our Friday video, which is weather in D&D, and the reason we chose that was because we chose it last weekend when the big winter storm hit the Northeast,
right? Yeah,
and we had to leave
fun.
Total Con early, so that was just naturally. Hey, let's talk about the weather. But
I didn't even see you there, Joe. That was the funny part. I didn't see. I got there and like, hey, Eric, what's up? Where's Joe? He's doing. I'm gonna walk around. You had gone, like we missed each other, and you left before we even got going. Before I
ran my game, and I was just like, I can't, because where I live, we only got like 8 inches of snow. It wasn't all that bad, but what I would have had to drive through to get home, they got pummeled on Sunday. So it was the right choice to not stick around.
Dude, even when I left at what the hell did I leave, Eric? About 7?
Yeah.
Right? Because I had to get home for a 9 o'clock show, right? And so a little before 7, I was bad out of hell. And I'm driving down the road, and I had like a half an hour of like squalls that blinded me. I couldn't see shit.
Really?
Yeah, it was bad. It was just once I hit just over the Mass border or so, Connecticut Mass border, it cleared up. But it was about 20 minutes, half hour of just like, what the hell is going on here?
Right.
Yeah.
Now I left Sunday morning, and I was like, I'm going to leave early. I want to be on the road by 10:30, and I get to my car in the parking lot, and I get my stuff, and I look down, and I see an email from Steve, and it's, did you leave yet? I'm like, you only asked that question if you want to see me. So it's like, I can be in 2 minutes, so go back in. He wanted literally to say goodbye, safe travels. Gave me Don's industry guest goodie bag because Don wasn't there, didn't make it, and I made it to. I was about an hour and a half from the city when the snow started to actually be noticeable. But when I got home, it wasn't sticking.
Oh, nice.
A couple of hours after I got home, it was we got about 20 inches. It was serious.
Yeah, we got about 16. Mr. Welch in the house with a new hat to show off.
Yeah, I almost brought a hat, and then I didn't. So
is that Papa Smurf? What are we doing here?
Hat. Yeah, Eric.
No, it's a gnome hat. Okay.
It was a $20 hat at the Ren Fair.
David the Gnome. There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, I actually got another hat, but it's not as obscuring as what I'm accustomed to. Yeah. Hold on, I found this at a Kazakhstan shop.
And in other news, there are Kazakhstan shops.
Where the heck would you find this Kazakhstan?
I got a hat. I
work at shop.
I'm not a hat guy, but I bought this from some lunatic one time at a game convention, and
I could go get mine. It's in the other room.
We put this on there, baby.
I still sell them, but they're under the table. I have them.
Really?
You have to ask.
Make Beardy great again. The great Joe Block. Thank you, sir.
I actually wore that at Gary Con the first time I went. I wore it in the bar, and like people were glaring at me.
Really?
And I'm like, read it. It doesn't say what you think it says.
Exactly.
It's red. Red, damn it. Red.
Red rum.
Oh my God.
Red rum.
So, Mr. Welch, how have you been?
You want the truth or a more inspiring lie?
I think I want the inspiring lie.
I was recruited by Star League to defend
the frontier from Zur and the Kodan Armada.
Yeah, they actually made an appearance in my last video.
Oh, really? Cool.
I have been on the north side of Texas in the last month. Sorry, I've been on the north side of Texas, the south side of Texas, and then dealt with a death in the family. So that's where I have been for this entire week, or this entire month when you guys asked me, and my life just went to everything just really just
It's the curse of being the fourth wheel.
Yeah.
My wife said, "Don't say anything, you'll jinx us." We're already jinxed.
Now, are you going to North Texas in June?
If I have the money, I mean, every time I make plans, something blows up. I just had the dolly I used for my I used at work. I bought 30 years ago, blew up. It cost $100 to replace it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I bought it for 40. Well, now it's
inflation, dolly inflation.
Yeah, hold on. I got a cat that's staring.
I just saw the cat walking by. It's stalking me evilly from the background there. I was like, it's gonna pounce on that fucking
It's gonna
hat.
leap on the hat.
Yeah, right on the top. I can't wait. Just waiting for the hat pounce. You know, doesn't know who you are with that hat on.
Yeah. Oh, she's just planning everybody's murder. Oh, this hat, I got it years ago, probably at Texas Renaissance Festival, to answer somebody's question.
And I did see Sausage had that at TotalCon as well. So
Yeah.
he came up to me. How you doing, buddy? He's in the audience here in the house. So thanks for stopping, man.
Yeah.
It's funny because people, now that I'm on camera, the last time I went to TotalCon last year, Eric, I was talking to you and I was talking to Jeff Tellini and a couple others.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, should I go on camera? And you're both like, yeah, just fucking do it. And so since then, a year later, it's funny because now I'm on camera, people recognize me places, which I never, because now they never did
the
before.
Weirdest feeling.
It is. It really is. I can't get over it. You know,
you disguise yourself.
You got to disguise. I'll wear the hat everywhere I go.
There's actually two people who watch my channel who live in the same town I do, and I see them in ShopRite sometimes. They come to Page, but I see them in like funny. The cereal aisle. It's That's weird.
Funny, man.
Yeah. No, it's when they no, I got internet famous years ago, and it ended badly.
The porn thing you're talking to us about, and the porn thing you're mentioning in private to us.
Fallacy ref. I made a series of memes that explained logical fallacies using football terminology, and it got popular for a while. And I made a channel about it, and then some people took it personal. And then Facebook yanked the channel down because I was like showing examples of logical fallacies, and I kept referencing people they didn't like.
No.
And so you can't talk about this person. The quacks. It was mostly quacks that we were talking about.
Yeah.
And you weren't allowed to talk about them because they weren't supposed to. YouTube wanted, or Facebook wanted them off their channel, and even talking about them was verboten. Quacks.
Quack.
Yeah, answering the wife. Yeah.
That's a don't ask anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
I recognize that. Yeah.
Well, talking about channels that got banned, Gamers on Games is no more. Dave Simpson got banned. Apparently, anybody who disagreed with him and his stance was called. It's the don't do things with kids.
Oh God.
Yes, and apparently he said it enough that he violated YouTube's terms of service.
Who is this guy? Who did this?
Dave Simpson, the only individual where a con got to the point where they're like, "Listen, we hear Dave's coming, and we know there's a history. Do you need us to assign security to you?" If Dave's going to cause trouble and I can't handle it, that's on me.
Last year, Dave and I were at Historicon, and he and I ended up in the same elevator. It's just the two of us in the elevator.
That must have been awesome.
He wouldn't even look at me.
I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. What is
it's some loser? You don't need to know.
All right.
It's one of those. If you don't share his political convictions, you are a non.
Yeah. He started stalking me around COVID when I wouldn't call for everybody to blindly get your shots. I said, I'm vaxxed. Talk to a medical professional. For that, I was like being stalked relentlessly, Myke and I, because we weren't in lockstep with
he found out I'm a Republican, and just
that was the end.
That was the last straw.
I've had some people like that. I just finally turned around to one of them and says, "I'm sorry, I don't speak English."
Joe, you should mail this guy your hats, man.
Oh, but seriously, if you find me at a con, I will have the hats. I just don't have them out on the table. So
No, that's good.
Leo, evening, Leo. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of something popular, I don't know if you. Let me share a screen real quick before we dive into the topic du jour.
Du jour.
Du jour. Let me make sure. Right, no porn is up. Okay, we're safe to show. Okay, cool. Check that out there, Joe.
Let me see if I can add this.
Did you guys see this shit? They made fucking 3.148 million, and they're still taking. It's closed, but they're taking pledges. Holy shit, moly!
Why are we promoting this? Do they need it?
I mean, I promote it. I'm just blown away by the scope of this. I mean, 3.1, crap, and it's not like the main book. It's a supplement book. It's a Western Marches. What I understand, it's like a Western Marches campaign.
Right,
right.
It's nuts, man. I mean, the level of this is nuts. I mean, they had these stretch goals and they blew past them by the highest stretch goal got blown away by double.
Jesus.
You know,
I gotta admit, Kelsey knows what she's doing.
She absolutely freaking does, man. Look at this: 1.8 unlocked, 2 million unlocked. They even have a fucking album soundtrack or something coming out with this thing. It's nuts. It's goddamn nuts. You know, it blows me away how well she's doing. You know, I don't mind. I mean, I don't mind. I don't like the game. It's not for me, right? It's not. Well, I tried it many a time under good DMs, and it's just not the game for me. But I give her respect. I mean, look what the hell she did.
Well, she had the best marketing plan by getting really lucky by launching her Kickstarter the same week the OGL
thing.
Oh yeah, no, that was.
Well, plus the game is all about graphic design.
Yeah.
If you put the text of that game into a file and just read it, it's nothing. There's nothing special about it. But with the design and the graphics and everything and the layout, that's what catapulted it into being something special for people. I agree with Joe. I don't find it particularly compelling. But I'm not also making $3 million on my Kickstarter. So.
I know. I mean, Jesus.
It came across to me as like it's a good starter game. You know, it'll get you involved. It only goes up to level 10, so it's not exactly a long campaign. You know, you go in, you kill the monsters, you get out,
and your torch goes out, and you die.
Yeah,
and it gives you keeping track of an hour.
That's why we like the dwarf. Those guys burn for about 12 hours.
Not gnomes. Okay. So
we've actually had a question already on topic, no less.
Look at this.
Yeah. So. Candy Applebone says running a Cairn 2E forest crawl, words I never thought I'd ever string together, for my 5e games, and the players love it. The hazard die isn't quite working for me though. On the loss roll, attacking my players' inventories feels weird.
I don't know what the hell that even
means. What kind of hazard die systems do you guys use for dungeon turns? I haven't the foggiest idea what that person just said.
That's why I was like, I have to do research after this because
the hell is Karn? What is that?
It's a game that I've heard. Yeah. I don't know much more beyond that.
Karn is people tell you to get it for the tables.
For what?
They tell you to get it for the tables. If you're into tables, it's got good tables that you can yoke for other games.
If you want tables, play Rollmaster.
No.
If you want tables, buy the Book of Lost Tables by BRW Games.
Come on, you know you want to go for the chart generation chart.
I thought I had my copy around here somewhere. I do, but I don't know where it is. Go figure.
I kind of like the idea though of attacking the people's supplies. That you know, if you're in bad weather and you're you know, if it's hot weather, your rations could go bad. I do like that idea.
Yeah, that's a classic. You know, that mechanic is a classic. It goes back since the beginning, especially if you're in again, it's a little bit more simulationist.
Damn. Rats got in the rations again.
Yeah. You go all campaign for North Africa, and your Italian units use twice as much water because they have to cook the pasta. I wish I was joking.
I know you're not. I've never heard that before, but I know what you just said. Having known a lot of Italians from Jersey in my life, I know what you're saying is true.
But the SPI game campaign for North Africa,
a game of Battle for North Africa It's not possible.
No, it is an unplayable game by kind of by design. And one of the rules is that the Italian units use an additional point of water because they have to cook their pasta. That's actually in the
That is funny,
game.
man.
So Karn is a knave derivative, and the hazard die is, I believe. So you roll it to have an encounter. So it's the wandering monster die, only on a chart.
I guess. Again, I know I have a copy. Don't know what the fuck I did with it because I haven't read it yet.
Wasn't Knave that asshole's fucking game?
There's a lot of assholes.
Yeah, I know.
You gotta narrow this shit down.
Little Hander motherfucker. What's his name? The guy I don't like.
Rubio? No.
The dude I don't like. His name I blank out because I don't like him that much. The goddamn Ben. Is that his name? Ben Milton.
Ben Milton.
Is that his game?
That's the guy who made Knave.
Yeah. Little hands. That's all I gotta say. You know what I mean.
We bored the cat away. Okay.
Yes,
Agile Monk's in the house.
Great, compelling television here.
Yeah. Little game, little Ben's game, exactly. Little Ben's game.
All right.
Questing Beast, yeah, that dude. Everybody knows who I hate. Yeah, my audience is telling me.
I guess he won't be the fourth wheel at any point in this channel.
What's that?
He'll never be a fourth wheel on this channel.
No.
He'll never be in the hot seat.
I mean, sadly, there's a lot of people who are buddies of his who probably wouldn't either, just because I shat on him like that. So yeah, we just limit ourselves to a bunch of people who have 100,000 subs or plus. They will never join us.
Do we actually want to talk about the topic here?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
We kind of hit it a little bit, right?
Weather. You guys got blizzards. I got hurricanes. What else we want to talk about?
Something in between. How about tornadoes? Right in the middle, right?
I get both, man. I get hurricanes. I get blizzards. Come on.
I broke down how many hurricanes I've lived through. It's 14.
Jesus, really?
It's like, yeah. I even got hit by. I left Houston. I got hit by 2 in Baltimore.
Fucking Baltimore has hurricanes?
Yeah, they got 2 little bitty ones.
New York does.
New York had a few.
Jersey, New York do so.
I guess I never hear about Baltimore getting hit. I mean, because it's just Baltimore, and who gives a shit?
Yeah, they were barely Cat 1s. I mean, you don't remember the Cat 1s.
Yeah. Christ, I was a paper boy. My brother and I, when we were kids, we had one hit us. I think it was Gloria, and we had it was early 80s, and I remember we had that lull, the calm in this eye of the hurricane. We knew when it was hitting us, and we know we had about 20 minutes based on what the Weather Channel was saying. So we had our Saturday papers, and we had to deliver them because, rain or shine, right? We're like the mailman. So we each got our bags were ready to go. The eye of the storm hits, and we just haul ass like only 13, 14-year-olds can do. Haul ass, deliver the papers, stuck them in the doors, put them safe, whatever the hell, and got back just as it was kicking again. But I remember I jumped over damn power line, tree branches were down. I was like, these will be delivered. I will get
none of those papers were there when the people opened their doors.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sure they were soaking in some situations, but we did the best we could. They couldn't say we didn't deliver, and those cheap old ladies gave us our 5-cent tip. So yeah. Okay.
There you go.
All right. So,
does anyone have a fantasy counter seasonal festivals and holidays? My buddy did that one time with his world. He had a lunar chart, and that was the first thing he did, and it never meant anything. He never used it for anything meaningful. It was just there because he thought it'd be cool because he just had astronomy class and he learned all about this kind of shit. So he put it in there.
Greyhawk has some. Greyhawk has the festivals and everything, and every once in a while you'll get an adventure that's kind of tied to that, or it's like you have to do something before the festival happens, or somebody gets murdered during the festival. But the festival itself doesn't really, figure into it. The fact that a festival is happening is what's significant.
Oh, let me tell you about the Poor Wizard's Almanac. 3 series of books from 91 to 94 where they had to put in every single iota of information, and they had every festival listed. It was over like 200. It had the lunar calendars complete with phases of the moon, and at one point, I think the third one, they broke down the weather almanac, so every day of the year showed what weather was going to be predicted. It was the most pointless. Wasn't pointless because God, I hate allergies. It was minutia, but some of those holidays people wanted to play in, but it was like you devoted 11 pages to this.
That's a bit of
and most of it was just cut and paste from the last year's book.
Yeah.
See, that's what I talked about in my video. Is like I can't do that on the fly. Even 3 die rolls is too much for me. I just want to have it. I need it plotted out for me, or I'll ignore it. But like 1 die roll is ideal if I can get that. If not, it's too much. It overwhelms me.
It does. For me, I just like if there's a need that the weather might have affected something in the, like for me, it's always like a tracking thing, right? Okay, the Rangers are going to track the whatever the hell, bad guys or something. I'm like, well, did it rain or snow last night? One would help, one would hurt. What season is it? Oh, yeah, we're in a fall, so it wouldn't have snowed. Did it rain last night or the night before? I rolled the dice. High, yes. Low, no. And somewhere in between, maybe a little bit or some rain. High is a lot of rain. You know what I mean? Shit like that. And I'm like, all right, so it's a -2 or a +4. That kind of shit. That's kind of what I'll do. I don't pay much attention otherwise.
I just cheat. Like, okay, I estimate this adventure is going to take 2 weeks, so I'll make a 4-week calendar and just roll every day for the weather in advance.
Right, exactly.
And then just okay, it's a little bit of work beforehand, but you can tell them when the weather's going to be changing and they can plan for it. It gives the druid something to look forward to.
I remember using the weather chart that I believe issue 68 of the Dragon was where they introduced it before they put it into the Greyhawk box set.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, wow, look, I can roll the weather. And my party was going, first all the characters going to Hamlet in the wintertime. I wrote a blizzard and killed everybody before they got there. And I was like, wow, weather sucks. I didn't expect that.
Somebody up here said, reading roleplay, if you tied lunar cycles and holy days and stuff like that to spell casting. Didn't they do that in Dragonlance?
Dragonlance, yes. With the wizards, the dark
tower, wizards, right. The wizards and they had that big chart thing and you move the counters around.
Where is that book? Damn it! I got
3 moons.
Where are you? Hold on. I gotta find this fucking book now. Now you said it. I gotta get
it. It gives the ranger and the druid something to do. It's like, I have this skill. I actually get to use nature for once.
Exactly. Or those spells, like control wind or whatever. It's like,
how am I feeling? Oh, just to answer somebody, how am I feeling? I just have I got something in my life. I gotta get something flush out of the lungs. It doesn't hurt, but it's starting to pollinate over here.
Yeah, we still have my lawn is still covered in snow, so no pollen.
There you go. Found it.
One. That's what I'm thinking of.
There it is. And each moon had a different cycle phase, blah blah blah, and everything related to it in terms of wizard spells. There's more powerful on certain. Like when the black moon that only evil wizards can see came out, they had more powerful whatever the hell's. You know what I mean? It was that sort of a deal. Yeah. And X-Star Prime, don't worry about you posted in 4 channels. Yeah, you guys, if you post in any channel, it'll show up here. So you don't have to worry about posting in 4 channels. The only way to make up for your egregious offense is a $300 super chat to each of us. So go ahead.
Yeah, there we go. You're just playing Dark Sun. You don't have to worry about the weather.
Oh, yeah.
Always bad.
What do we got? We got a dust storm. Again? It's the 3rd dust storm this week. It's probably going to kill people.
Thank you, Agile.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Does the Star and Trail map have a weather chart? Yes, it does. It has a very complicated one.
That was toward me.
And it's also, you also have to break out, I think, a 6-foot by 8-foot map to read it because they didn't reprint it anywhere else.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look at the wilderness survival guide. There was a ton of charts and maps and charts, rather, and graphs you could use in there, which were great in theory, and it brought me to a level of verisimilitude in my head that I thought was cool, which I always ended up thinking it's not worth the fucking hassle to do it.
Right.
It just never was worth it. So my video was like, do whatever you want, whatever works for your game. If your players are into it, then so be it, right? If they're not, then it's just gonna be a burden upon them, right? I think that's really what it comes down to, in my take at least.
I mean, for me, the Wilderness and Dungeon Survival guys, the only thing they did for 1E was if you didn't have Oriental Adventures, now you got your non-weapon proficiencies. Now it's mainstream.
Yeah, true.
That was it. I mean, I had the books, and those were the ones that I would not bring with me in my backpack going to a friend's house if I was doing it.
It was for simulationist games.
Yeah,
that and the Dungeon Master Survival. They didn't sell it all. They ended up, you can buy both of them for $10 bundled together back in the day.
I remember that. Yep.
And it was like, if you were playing a simulationist game, if you wanted to play something with a lot of crunch, that's what you had. Not many people played it, which reflected in the sales, but it was still there. And they're more of a quirk of the game back then, but they're still great to steal ideas from.
Yeah. It's one of those things we used it for like a week and then realized it sucked and only then picked and choose little things here and there. But like
psionics, right? I mean, Jesus Christ, did anybody understand that shit?
Oh, I understand it. I just never used it.
We all coincidentally just happened to roll that 99 to 100 that we needed to get psionics, right? And then we're trying to make sense of this goddamn thing. Ego Whip versus Fortress of Solitude, or whatever the hell they were called. And you're like, what does it mean? What do we do? Couldn't figure it out.
They've never done psionics right in any edition.
No.
Right. Second edition came close, but it was just every single time it was just another rules mechanic welded onto the system that didn't fit.
Well, I'll tell you what, second edition, because I'm going to introduce psionics in my own game, and I'm looking for models of it, right? Every since psionics came up, by the way, it's called, somebody said Dark Sun is something with a hint of psionics or whatever the hell was in the comment there. So psionics is in my head. But I thought 2E was the only edition that had a psionic system that wasn't just magic user and or wizard and or druid spells by another name called psionic, right? They were actually psionic disciplines, and their effects were not just a clone of a spell.
Well,
just like the light spell, but psionics.
Wait. You never read the psionics in 1E that made no fucking sense? And
that's what I was saying.
Your percentile? No.
That's why I say it was terrible. But 2E was great. If you add the Dark Sun additional psionics rules to it, they were really good.
The complete book of psionics was actually one of their better books.
Agreed.
Yeah,
agreed.
The second edition basically turned it into a card game because you had to get the.
Oh God!
Come on, lungs, work with me.
It's like rock, paper, scissors, but times 4.
I agree, Stephen
Rock,
Kennedy.
Scissor, paper, lizard, Spock.
Yeah.
There you go.
Power of the Mind Tower.
Oh God. No bards either, Stephen Kennedy. I completely agree.
Oh come on!
It's like getting Eric worked up whenever I say bards suck.
See, I think I'm going to toot my own horn. I think Adventures Dark and Deep does bards right.
I think you did a good job with him, Joe. I got to say, you did do a good. I read through it. I'm like, all right, this is a bard class I could tolerate, maybe. And that's saying a lot for me. So that's a high praise right there.
My first published work was a bard class in issue 6 of Knoxspell. By the way, the last issue of Knoxspell from nearly 15 years ago was issue 6. So take that for what it's worth. I may have killed it.
It's your fault, huh?
Yeah,
I think second edition got bards pretty well done.
Yeah, well, they 1E broke so many rules to give you a bard class. It was like,
the whole thing with bards in 1E. I mean, you have to be X amount of this, no more, no less, and then X amount of this class, and no more, then
you're a bard.
Then you're a bard. Why? What the hell does that got to do with shit?
7 levels of fighter, 7 levels of druid, because they were trying to recapture the traditional Irish bards.
Oh my God, they should have multi-class.
But the thing is, the number of hit dice they were a hit point machine.
Yeah. I like the idea of bards being spies for druid circles. That is something I'm going to sort of adopt into mine. I like that. They are the undercover, out in the world spies. You know, that's cool to me. That's now just the mechanics, how you set it up, right? That sort of thing.
Yeah, borrowed from 56 of the issue 56, and
yep, I remember that the pink cover with the snow dragon. Yeah,
Best of the Dragon Volume 3 was also put into that. I played that back in the day. That was.
Although I said magic user though, it was just a different spell list.
Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't have had the fighter's Thaco. It should have been like a cleric's Thaco, because it was. But it worked. It was better than the one in the player's handbook.
It can't be worse.
No.
You know, it can't be worse.
It was the original prestige class, unless you count the Thief Acrobat.
Well, do you play D&D, or are you like a forever DM? We never really talked about. Are you forever DM, or you actually play?
Have you never read the Mr. Welch list?
What?
Have you never read the Mr. Welch list?
I've listened to the video on it, and you're listing a whole lot of shit. I know that of phrases or comments that you've made or something like that, right?
Stuff I'm trying to do in the game. Usually I'm trying to exploit. You know, like they asked me to play in a hack. The first one they asked me to play in Hackmaster, and I based the Bard off of Keith Moon.
Mm-hmm.
And it went downhill from there. Or you know, it's like I would play like now. It's hard to find people that want to play it that can DM because they don't teach them how to DM anymore.
Yeah.
So I kind of defaulted into it. But you know, I played for so long and I've DM'd for so long. It's just, you know, I know how to approach it from both ends of the table.
Yeah.
And a player like me is a nightmare for most DMs because I'm looking to exploit the game or to have fun with it.
Yeah.
But it's really hard to teach somebody how to DM right with the materials that they're being given by a lot of games, because it's written to help players. Mm-hmm. And they don't tell DMs like, okay, we're going to do weather. All right, do everything in advance. Do your homework. It's like if you're going to have you're going to be playing from a book, put strips that tell you all the monster stats, because they don't put them in the book anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, all right, page 57, you're going to have to fight, the Drow Penis Flenser. So put, a little index card on page 57 with all of his stats. So when he pulls out his little Flenser, you know how many hit points he has and all that. They don't tell DMs to do that anymore.
Yeah.
So
DM advice. I mean, how many DMs DM in public anymore with people at a table? Young people who are picking it up are online or something these days, right? Because they want to be the next critical role. And by the way, quickly, Agile Monk, thank you. I will not swear. I fucking promise, for 4 minutes. So we're good.
Starting now.
Right. Starting now, yes.
Yeah. Did anybody look at the 5th edition DMG and say, hey, this is what we want? And then they changed it into 5th edition. And all they did was get rid of some rules and tell people, it's like, well, just wing it more.
Yeah.
So, I'd love to play. But, the new players are like, okay, I'm going to be DMing for the first time. I have no idea what to do.
Just act like Matt Welch. Then you
hey, Bald Ruminant, yes. That's Moose, my friend. We used to play 7th Sea together and a few other things. Amber, Jacques Dumont. Yeah. I wasn't that bad at my table. No.
Amber, that's the diceless game, right?
Yes, it is.
Pundit has a boner for. RPG Pundit's always been praising that game. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know what a diceless game is. I would make believe.
Well, you have to have the right people playing it.
Right.
They have to know. It helps to know the Robert Zelazny world.
Mm-hmm.
And if everybody's on board, it's a great game.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is if somebody's missing, it's all dependent on all the other players being there at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's got its good stuff, it's got its bad stuff, so you end up with neutral stuff.
Let's see. Thieus is saying, Raven, I agree. The class should be Berserker, not Barbarian in most game systems, but it made sense when the race was class. Barbarians in my world are race and class, are the same. Even though only humans can be a barbarian, it is race as class.
I actually introduced a human sub-race barbarian.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's what they are. Yeah,
and that because there are barbarians. There's a barbarian class. There's a Skald class,
mm-hmm.
and there's because the way that Gygax had originally presented it was,
mm-hmm.
Barbarians come from a unique culture, so so everybody who's a barbarian, has the human barbarian race, they know all the, they know a bunch of stuff in common, and they all, and then individual classes do things differently. But like a Skald is a barbarian bard, no spells.
Yeah.
It's all verbal patter.
Yep.
And performance and stuff. So
JB, there was a super chat, not for me, about a minute ago. You might want to put it up on the screen.
This guy?
Yeah. I don't know who got it, but
Rule Cyclopedia, the gold standard of D&D rule books.
Wasn't me.
Yeah, Rule Cyclopedia was. When I was running my 2E campaign, I was like, "Oh man, there's so much stuff I want to steal."
Yeah,
that's just it. When we talk about basic and 1E and 2E, everything is so intercompatible because they're essentially the same game.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can run a BX module using first edition without any modifications. Okay, there's no AC 10. Okay, whatever. That's
figure it out.
Right.
Yeah.
But what matters in terms of compatibility is how they scale. Right. And so basic and 1E and 2A, they all scaled similarly. So a fifth level character in one is roughly equivalent to a fifth level character in another. You can't do that straight from anything beyond 2E. Because from 3 on, the scalability just changes wildly. With each
the arc becomes a bit steeper.
Yeah.
And even with 5e, the beginning of first level character in 5e is probably, I don't know, second or third in earlier editions.
True. I'm looking. There was a comment here from Candy Applebone. I learned to play with 5e and was frustrated when I discovered how much the 5e DMG doesn't tell you. Goes back to Glenn's comment. 5e DMG assumes your group has at least one Grognar, preferably the DM. My third most popular video right now, which is coming in on about 20,000 views, is talking about Wizards of the Coast as a DM crisis. I think it pulled out like 15,000 views in 3 days. It was like viral. It was nuts. And it went crazy. But I think it's true. There is a DM crisis because they're not bringing new people in. And I think that's because, number one, they're not supporting game stores and game store games with any sort of Adventures League thing anymore. And number two, the reason is that nobody fucking plays in game stores anymore. Because
they just don't play D&D. They play Warhammer.
They're playing Magic or some shit, right? And so, and so not profitable to keep that going,
Mine's the ones around here were still pretty D&D heavy.
Really?
Yeah, but I mean, games are regional. What sells in one city doesn't sell in another.
Yeah, true.
Yep.
I mean, the biggest problem they have is for DMs, at least with the fifth edition and 5th edition, is all of the books that they put out that they have to include something for players, which means you're including less rules for the DMs.
Hey Pete,
they're not telling people how to run high level. And Mrs. Welch is in the chat.
That's great.
They're not telling you how to run high level. They're not telling you how to balance campaigns. They're not telling you how to set up long-term effects. You're not telling you how to properly reward players, to do anything. It's just like, hey, here's new player options, here's new character options, and they're stronger than the last one. Meanwhile, the player's like, okay, so 5 orcs just aren't going to cut it anymore. Thanks, guys. Let me rewrite all these old modules that are now obsolete.
Yeah. Quick question there. I don't know, Akasha Maboiler. I can't say that. Sorry, dude. Joe, we saw that at TotalCon. I think you're talking about what, a DM crisis? Is that what you're saying? I don't know which Joe you're talking to, but I don't know what you mean, a DM crisis or something. I didn't see. I wasn't there long enough to see the game rooms and all that shit. I just hit the vendors and grabbed some food. So, did you guys see a lack of DMs at TotalCon, guys? Or?
There were some absent DMs, but I think that was holy crap, the weather.
Okay.
Okay.
Somebody got a $5 chat there. Not me. I prefer game systems that make paladins, rangers, and bards non-spellcasters. I agree with that. I give higher level rangers and higher level paladins, but they don't start with it. Maybe 7th or 10th level or something, and even it's minor. It's not as powerful as they are in 5th edition or 5th edition.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
DM Grognard. We must be talking about you, Joe, because you're the oldest, right?
apparently.
It was a Greyhawk Grognard.
So many people could not get games.
Yeah, I mean, I had to cancel my Sunday
Yeah.
afternoon game. Oh, no, well,
Yeah.
both of my I had to cancel my Sunday game because I left Saturday night and
Yeah. That might have been it. That might have been it, really. If people were dodgy about the weather, they'd probably leave it earlier, like Joe did, or something like
Yeah,
that.
I think Saturday night on was probably a little touch and go for a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you can't blame outside source. If it's environmental, you can't hold on to anybody. I mean, I've had a convention where the guy that was running the convention, the guy that owned the hotel that had the convention, didn't like the person running the con, so he just turned off the air conditioner.
Jesus
Christ, that's
nice.
awesome.
That was a lawsuit, especially when you
there,
advertised free parking and started towing.
And right there, we're back to weather, boys and girls. See, you didn't think we'd get back to this topic, did you? But yes, we made it back. We made it back. We're into ball sweating cons and smelly gamers.
Well, and that's usually, listen, temperature-wise at cons, Total Con had a nice temperature, but I've been to North Texas where somebody thought Arctic was like the season, and
I've been to both where either the AC was like just absurdly cold or was off entirely, and even in March it's like broiling.
Yeah, well, this one we called it the Black Mold Con. It was OniCon. That was what it was. It was OniCon, and it was at the hotel next to the Astrodome, and they booked it with one guy, and that guy sold the hotel, and the other guy didn't want the con, but they couldn't get out of the contract, so he made it as miserable as possible to get everybody to leave. Jeez. And then the guy at the Hardee's next door said, if anybody, because they were towing cars, after advertising free parking, and the guy at the Hardee's said, if anybody eats at my restaurant and leaves your receipt in the car, you have free parking here.
Nice.
Awesome.
And they ran out of food. It's like we came in. We're out of crackers. That's how much food we have. We are out of crackers. We can serve you water. That's what we have left.
Can I get a receipt for it?
And he's like, the guy was just like, his parking lot was full. He was out of food. He's like, well, you lost money. He's like, I didn't lose money. I had nothing left to sell. I could not have made a single dollar past this. And then they sued the hotel for doing that, and then got to go to the big convention center the next year.
Nice. The only smelly gamer thing I had in terms of lousy weather and gamer funk was down in the Complete Strategist. Tavis Allison put together Dave Arneson Day and had, 30 of us in the basement, Eric. You guys have been in a basement, right?
I've never been in the basement.
Neither have I. I didn't even know it existed.
I've heard rumors of this location.
I've been there a couple times. You could just go down there running games, but it's literally...
Where's the entrance?
Eric, when you go to take the tiny skinny door, they go take a piss in the bathroom on the left?
It's all the way to the back on the right.
Wait. The Complete has a bathroom?
Well, yeah. Dude, but tell you what, man, for my size, I have to butter my fucking ass to even maneuver into this thing. It's built for people when men were 5'3". I'm surprised it doesn't have that fucking thing where you pull the
box
above,
and
right?
the chain.
Yeah. But the bathroom is bad for people my size. But then, if you make the right, instead of going to the left to go to the bathroom, you make the right, and you go down the stairs there. You're literally
going narrow staircase. Yeah,
you feel like a New York City subway, but they do a lot of war gaming down there. They got big tables and whatnot. But Tavis put on the thing, and holy shit, you're in a basement with basement level ventilation. There's no fucking fancy shit. This is built in the turn of the century, probably, right? And by the end of the time, the gamer funk was ripe. And the sweat, it was just, oh my God, it was terrible. It was terrible. But it was an experience.
Have basements down here.
Joe the Lawyer, I think you have a request from Adam Flaherty.
Oh, I'm a paying member.
No, I'm a paying member. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't swear on demand or not swear on demand. It just, if I think about it,
It's organic. It's
organic. I'm not New Yorker, but I'm Jersey, close enough. So I mean, it just comes out North Jersey.
He's from Jersey, but
where are you from in Jersey?
Originally, I'm gonna tell the town because I have relatives there, but exit on the Garden State between 110 and 120, somewhere in that area.
That does not help.
Yeah.
Really? Are you a Jersey egg for real? Everybody knows that range of the Garden. You go.
It doesn't tell me what town.
Oh, all right, Monmouth County. It gives an idea, Joe. Monmouth County.
I grew up in Morristown. So
yeah, you're to the north there. You're in a gentrified area, Joe. That's like that George Washington slept here place that they mentioned in The Sopranos.
My parents, before my dad died, my parents lived around the corner from Washington's headquarters.
Yeah, that's what. Because remember the Sopranos episode where they're trying to get the guy and he's hiding out in Morristown. He's like, where is that? Is that that George Washington slept here place? He goes, oh, and everybody knew where the fuck to go to take him out now. So that's you were in the fancy area. I was in a shit area, man.
Well, yeah, Monmouth County.
Nice. Morristown's really nice. Really nice. Pittman, New Jersey. Not sure where Pittman is. I like the Avengers X cards. No, needs more sleeves. Mr. Welch, you got a question? Oh, no. You got a compliment there.
Yeah, it's actually my 13th anniversary of my channel, even though I've only been doing Mystara for 6.
Nice, man. Congrats.
And then, I originally started my channel because I had a card game that I was trying to get a Kickstarter, and the Kickstarter didn't fail. I self-published it, sold a ton of them, and then lost the money in a bad business deal. It was like Munchkin, but fun. And then
I've got a personal grudge against Munchkin, so.
What? Let me guess. Everybody gets to 7th level and the game grinds to a halt because everybody just sabotages everybody after that?
No, it's because Steve Jackson won't publish any real ogre stuff because it doesn't make as much money as Munchkin.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, yeah, Steve's always been GURPS, Munchkin, and that's all he needs to do for the last 20 years.
Pretty much. And he won't let anybody else touch ogre.
Right,
No.
and even GURPS is kind of like...
Yeah.
It's generic. I used to do his editor for like 2 years, and she was cray. And she was, and I got to see everything in action. It's just like, okay, we're just going to keep making money. We're not going to innovate.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So
I used to feel the same way, Joe, about Wizards of the Coast and Magic: The Gathering. That when Magic came out, it took away all my D&D peeps to a different hobby and harder to find games and shit.
now you know what us wargamers felt like in 1980.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
So Sand5857 asks, I'd love to see a D&D version that does multi-class or something like that. Nice. So heroes like Grey Mouse or Conan or Elric or even Aragorn are not hard to convert. The reason I wanted to bring this up is because I thought of an idea not too long ago. I'm sure I'm not the first person to have it, but I wish I had thought of this when I was putting together Adventures Dark and Deep, and that is to reverse the who does multi-classing, right? So rather than it's the non-humans who can multi-class, have it be humans can multi-class, and that's their advantage.
Oh, interesting.
If you're an elf, you can be a class, but that's all you can be. If you're a halfling or whatever. But if you're human, a human can be a fighter magic user. A human can be a cleric thief. A human can be a whatever. And that would kind of flip the script on Gary's argument that the reason that humans are the only class or the only race that can have unlimited class progression is because that explains why they're dominant in the world. If you did it so that humans were the only ones who could multi-class, I think that could have that same explanation. So I don't know. That's what I've been harping on that in my own mind, and I finally had an excuse to say it out loud.
Fair enough.
That's it, really. I haven't never thought about that. I can't.
I hadn't either until
right now.
Like 6 months ago.
It's Jesus. Ross K. Wolf says the new edition of Munchkin is getting rid of gender-specific items. I thought about not that in relation to Munchkin, but you remember the old was it the girdle of alignment change or something?
Girdle of
gender change or whatever the hell it's called. Yeah.
No, the girdle of femininity /
masculinity.
Yeah.
That's right. Could you imagine if that was dropped in a woke game as a cursed item that somebody puts on?
But it wouldn't be cursed.
Depending, you can't.
Right. It might be something that's like, this is the best magic ever.
It's what you go on a quest for it.
Right.
Yeah, it's true. I fucking knows, man. I can imagine the flack though you might take by certain groups. You know what I mean?
Oh,
you forced me to be something I'm not.
Get that in your cloak of fabulousness.
It's all about player agency. You can't do anything to my character that I don't want done.
That's it. Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
my cloak of Elvenkind, man, is my cloak of fabulous.
Well, there's always Joseph in the amazing Technicolor dream coat, which we all saw advertised back in the day.
My mom took me to that when I was.
Jesus, really? Yeah. Did Donny Osmond play Joseph in that or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I just get rid of multi-classing and watch everybody who wanted to play a warlock change their mind.
That's true.
We want to be a warlock, okay? Then what are you going to be after 4th level? A paladin?
Yeah, that fits. Yeah.
So would there be limits on level? No, I would say there would be limits on level across the board.
Okay.
You top out at 12th level or whatever. Every class tops out at 12th level.
Well, that's your rules light game, right, Joe? Isn't that where you top on your rules light version?
Well, I topped that out of space considerations.
Yeah.
It maxes out at 7th because I didn't want to have spells past that.
Yeah.
Because they take up all the room, the spells. In a way, is why I think Troll Lord Games has the right idea. They're kickstarting right now they're kickstarting a book of spells or whatever.
Yeah.
Just put them all in their own book. That way you don't have to bloat your own rule book.
Yeah. Here's one: I banned multi-classing. That less players a reason to do it. No reason why a wizard could take one level another class to get medium armor. What I do in terms of, I don't have multi-classing anyway, but another thing I do is list in my character classes how long it takes to train to be a person in that class, right?
I use training.
So if you're going to be a wizard or a cleric, it will take, or a druid, it will take you 7 straight years of focused, dedicated training. If you were a 1st level, 2nd level, whatever the hell fighter before you went into there, after 7 years, all your fucking skills have atrophied. That shit ain't like riding a bike. And now you're a fucking wizard. That's it. So that's, or a cleric or whatever you chose.
Night, Greg. Greg Weatherup has left the building.
Ragnar Guy gave somebody super chat. And question, which of us has a TTRPG actual play on YouTube? My channel does have, I think, 2. It's Shadow Dark. Mr. Welsh apparently has how many?
I have done some work years ago, but I did work with a RPG MP3, the original one of the original live play channels, and I've also done with How to D&D. I've been on several of his. Yeah. I don't normally run online games.
I have a shit ton, guys. Go to look at my channel and look at the lives, and you'll scroll down and see a lot of old school essentials, a lot of Shadow Dark games. So when I shit on Shadow Dark, I just say I'm not shitting on it. I just not for me. It's not my kind of game. Right. You'll see that I actually played an ass ton of Shadow Dark, and I got the experience behind it. So yeah, there's a lot of live games on my channel.
Now I'm going to evaluate this as a friend and a fellow DM of Joe the Lawyers. The reason why Joe does not like Shadow Dark is because it's too swingy, especially for spellcasting. I say this as the GM for Dungeon Crawl Classics when it first came out, and Joe is playing. You play the caster, right? Lady or some crone, some female spellcaster. Yeah, you did, and because it was one of your surviving 0-level characters, and you got pissed off that you couldn't plan on what your spell was going to do.
Exactly.
And I heard the rants, and I finally said, you know what? I can run the adventures using swords and wizardry, which I wound up doing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
not a DCC fan, Joe?
I can't stand if I cast a fucking magic missile, it will hit. It won't go wonky. It won't do double damage. It won't do half damage. It won't come back and hit me in my balls.
Won't
It
turn
will
your fingers
fucking
into
hit.
snakes. Yeah.
None of this rolling shit. And so I tapped out of any class in DCC that had any kind of wonkiness in it. I didn't play me ever again. I played other DCC games and never again a spellcaster. When we tried Shadow Dark, I didn't read the book, of course, ahead of time because, I'm an idiot. Matt Jackson ran the game. We were live on Eric's channel, I think, at the time, right?
Oh,
We're all playing this first time we'd ever played a live game after vowing forever we'd not do it, right? We played. We didn't get banned. That was shocking. But I didn't read the rules. I'm playing a wizard. I realized if I fuck my roll up to cast a goddamn basic spell, I lose the spell for the day or the week or something.
Yep, not for the day.
Fuck you. No, it will work. You can make your save. And my spell won't have an effect. Fine, you made your save, but I will not fail on my cast. You could beat the cast, but I will not fucking fail because that's all the thing I can do as a caster is cast. You're gonna say I failed and lose it. It's not like a fighter fails, he misses, he can swing the next round, right? I fail my sleep spell. That's all I got that day as a first level guy for No way. No, you're not doing that shit to me. Fuck you.
I love it when Jug is wound up.
Yeah, no, and I got 2 edibles in me. That's how much fucking wound up I am right now. I would overcome 2 fucking edibles to get here.
No, just play 3.5 and just take the Greater Sunder feat. Just break everybody's sword.
Greater Sunder.
Oh, okay.
I never did 3.5. I did 3.0 a lot, and because we all had the 3.0 books, and we started our campaign in the 3.5 days, but we're all like, why buy a new book? What's the extra half going to get us? So we just stuck with it. And it turns out, based on what I heard about 3.5, and it's basically the 15-minute day and all that kind of shit. It worked out better, I think, that we stuck with 3.0.
3.5 collapsed under its own weight, but 3.0 did have some serious balance issues and too many classes, like the Ranger being front-loaded, where you take one level of Ranger to get like, I don't know, 8 feats, and then whatever you else wanted to play.
Oh, so we never did multi-class then either. We just never liked multi-class. You know what I mean? So we never had those kinds of issues. I thought it was dumb. Best rant I've ever seen. Oh God, really? That was not even a good one, man.
Yeah, here's
I have whole videos that are rants. 20 minutes, half hour. That's the only thing Professor Dungeon Master, from Dungeon Craft likes. He goes, I love your rants. I love watching your rant videos. Like, all right, man. So every time I get a good one, I'll send him a message on Facebook. Hey Dan, here I got a good one for you. One of them was questing Beast when I shat all over him, though. He didn't like that. So they're friends.
So apparently, I didn't get a chance to answer some question. I'm guessing it's about the live stream, the live play thing. Oh. No, I don't play online. I've tried it. I actively loathe it. I don't know what it is. If I want to play, I want to play around a table with people. I have tried it. I don't like it. I'm not gonna do a game online and post it. So
admit it. You're just
if that was the question, then no, I don't have it.
Oh, admit it. You're just there for the snacks.
That is nice. It is nice. Who's running a game? I know, Eric, you do the con thing. You're not running a home game right now, right?
I'm not running a home game right now. I probably, by the end of March, I'll be doing some online running. May include folks from the channel.
That's cool.
The viewers. We'll see. I got some things I want to experiment with. So
it's good. It's good.
Basically, I got to run games at 4 cons this year. I got to play test the adventures before I throw myself in front of a live studio audience.
Yeah. You running any, Glenn? You running any games right now, or?
Me, I'm planning to get some people together to do a review game of Macho Women with Guns.
Macho Women with Guns.
You don't know that?
I've never heard of this thing.
They use the GURPS system. It's basically you're playing 1970s exploitation films. So think Pam Grier, Samuel Bergman, all of that. And awesome. It is just absolutely over the top.
Oh, that sounds like fun, actually, man.
Is it sexist? Is it empowering? It's macho.
All right. Chuck Norris.
And next up is Busty Barbarian Bimbos.
They've got the one with the nuns, and they got the one with the succubus. They have 2 supplements, and one adds rules for vehicle combat. So the biker nuns from hell, and then then you've got the magic and the sex demons with they fight the forces of hell, and it's you take your tongue, put it firmly in your cheek, and play. They have the one of the stats is your ability to do what people think you can do. So
Can your wife play a delinquent granny?
You what's that?
So can your wife play a delinquent granny?
Oh yeah. The rules are you cannot play men in this game. You have to play a macho woman, and she doesn't necessarily have to have a gun, but all of the art has them basically doing things like the Jesse Ventura's minigun, fighting surfer Nazis.
That's nice.
Just 1970s exploitation. That's all you got to say.
Nice. You run anything, Joe?
I have a group, but I don't have anywhere to actually play.
Oh, okay.
I can't do it at home, but I've got a group of people who really want to play. 2 of them I see at ShopRite all the time.
Yeah.
And so I'm just wanting for a space, but
You
mostly
borrow
right
my
now
couch.
I play at cons.
We got an ottoman you just lay everything out on. Just bring on by.
A little bit of driving back, but he hasn't been known to drive to Texas before, so
Last time I went to Texas, I drove. Yeah.
Now, I'm doing 2 in person right now. My brother and my friend Pete here at my place because it's big enough, And then I got 4 players, maybe 4, 3 definitely, maybe 4. One girlfriend might join in the game store game, which I just started about a month ago. So that's going pretty good. Had a couple sessions in. Killed first. Did session 0, did some fake combats, blah blah blah. Went over fine. Session 1, we get there, first basic bitch fight. The druid dies. I'm like, oh fuck.
Nope.
I felt so bad for the girl, and I could tell everybody was upset. Like, oh my god, my character died in session 1. What kind of a hellish campaign is this going to be? But I can't undo it. There's no resurrection or reincarnation in my games, so she's just dead. Sorry.
Well, you should play Traveler. You could get killed in session 0.
That's true. They don't know what that is, but I can warn them. Like, we could have had it far worse, man.
Somebody found the expansions for macho women's with guns. The Renegade Nuns on Wheels and Batwing Bimbos from Hell.
Yeah, Busty Barbarian Bimbos is its own game.
Yes.
Well, don't cross the streams. By the way, Brant has a question. Yeah. How was Joe's reaction to DCC and Shadowdark different to the attitude that nothing will happen to my character that I don't agree with?
Because
that you were criticizing earlier.
It's completely different.
Yeah.
I'm not saying nothing can happen to my character. I'm saying if my character has the ability to do something, it will work. I'm not saying I can't die and something bad can't happen to me, but I will not play a rule system that gimps an already gimped class, wizards or something like that, a spellcaster, when you got limited spells and or spell slots, however you play it. And I'm not going to, if that's all you got and you're the glass cannon and you take away the fucking cannon portion, all you are is glass. I'm not playing a piece of fucking glass. Fuck
right.
You.
Yeah, and I can understand it. Joe's a lawyer. But, there's certain expectations. If I have this class and I do X, I cast a sleep spell. I know I'm going to get at least 4 hit dice of creatures. Maybe as many as 16. I know the range.
Yeah.
Not it might not work. Or if it does work, it might barely work. Or you might sleep half the world.
Yeah, or your own team or yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you don't like swingy systems,
that's it, and I don't.
Then that's an actual choice. It isn't like saying I don't like my character to fail, because he's already said if saving throws against my spells, whatever.
So be it. Yeah,
that's part of the game.
Part of the game.
He's saying he doesn't like certain types of games.
The same reason I don't like Gonzo. I don't like Gonzo dungeons. I don't like mythical underworld shit. Everything has to make sense and be real and be kind of gritty and dirty and bad. That's pretty much what I do. I don't like, shit has to make sense to me, and Gonzo doesn't make any sense to me.
So you're not an Exalted fan?
Dude, guys, you don't know me, Glenn, but I am a D&D guy.
Okay.
That is it. I am for a fat guy. I'm a narrow geek, dude. I play D&D and I never read comics. I couldn't afford them growing up. The only thing I ever saw, like movie wise, if it made it to regular free TV because we were broke. You know what I mean? There's a very narrow band of me here for role playing. So yeah, I've never played any of these. I got a shit ton here. I want to play someday, but maybe, but not that driving of a need to do it.
I'll play just about it. Well, fairly obviously, I'll play just about anything.
Eric's like
good or
that.
bad.
Eric has always been into different games. He tried to run every other week. We're playing something different. He was running for us.
Yeah, but it was all D&D adjacent or D. I didn't go too far off. I wasn't pulling like Space Master off the shelf and saying, "Hey, let's run." Let me run Sandman, the game that only had one. Nobody ever won the $10,000 prize that was attached to it because they never came out with the rest of the games in the series.
Oh, I figured it was a Logan's Run game.
No, that would have been fun.
Run, runner.
That's a good one. I like that.
The main topic was so boring. We moved on to discussion about other systems. Yes.
We always do that. That has nothing to do with the topic. No. That is just how we roll.
Yeah, there's a reason why they always the weather is only 5 minutes of the news.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Until it's a blizzard, and then which point it's on every channel 24/7.
Yeah.
It's like weather porn.
The main topic is literally talking about the weather. Yeah. That's it. Just we said our piece in our videos, and there's not much discussion to be had. It seems like we often too, guys. We look for you guys for. We'll prompt it, we'll do our videos and we'll introduce it and give our quick spiel on it. And we look to you guys for like questions or anything like that. And that sort of sparks a lively debate or discussion or something.
Right.
You seem as interested as we were. So
it's a hex scroll. That's why I like to call the live streams on all our channels.
Yeah, I mean, just because we have a topic doesn't mean we're not going to riff off what you guys say.
Right. We don't script this.
No.
God, I wish we did.
Yeah.
I script my videos, but we don't script the live streams. Okay.
No.
We should do that. We should have ChatGPT script one of these one day and just.
Oh my God!
And just do the.
But you know what it should be? We should be playing the parts of another person.
Oh, that'd be funny. That would be funny.
Like shift. Oh my God! Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get around to doing that isekai or the video I missed out on due to the death in the family because I was talking all about isekai and how to make a World of Darkness player go into vapor lock with describing and just the idea of everybody make your isekai character. Now we're gonna now shuffle up and everybody draw somebody else's character at random.
Somebody got $5.
That's in my channel. Tapping €5. Whoa, that isn't like Canadian funny money. That's like real money. I discovered your channel last week, and I've been devouring your content. You gave me a lot of ideas to implement to my games and tools to try.
And another one, 4DRP. See that? I don't know who that was to. Some Ragnar guy sent it to somebody.
Ragnar guy, not to me because it's unpaired.
Must be you, Eric, or Joe? Or...
No, it's not.
Not me.
No.
Never heard of 4DRP.
I did. I know what he's talking about. I think.
Well,
correct me if I'm wrong, Ragnar guy. Table Runner Crispy does these reviews of people's live streams, and he's done one on, Matt Mercer. He's done one on Colville, and he went and did one on Greg Christopher too. That's the only reason I know it. Yeah, and Greg invited it, so I think somebody suggested it, and Greg's like, yeah, bring it, comment, criticize. It's a very specific way that this guy, Table Runner Crispy, I don't know if he invented the phrase, term, or whatever, but it's a very specific way that he thinks games should be played. It's like kind of like always in character, and, don't say like my guy would say, don't break the verisimilitude. There's some aspect, that's the gist of what I got. It's not for me. That kind of system is not for me because I like when we do these little occasional tangents and just riff off of things, make a Star Wars joke or something like that. But we just don't get back into it. You need to have the tangents. But his is like, fuck you on tangents. We are going here and we're staying there, and it's method acting and it's all the way. And I think that's the gist of it. Am I wrong? Did I nail that? Whoever had the question a long time ago.
Yeah, I thought it was a game.
Yeah, deep immersion. Yeah, that's the kind of thing he talks about. Yeah. Check out my son evening game.
Didn't Tom Hanks warn us about that?
Deep immersion.
Yeah.
Which movie?
Mazes and Monsters, man. It's like it's first.
You know, I never saw it, dude.
Oh yeah,
I never saw it. I read the book
when it came out, and had the typical, it's anti D&D nonsense.
Yeah.
It still is, and it's still hokey. But.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he starts out with this really bad, like D&D hating movie. Then he goes on and makes his best movie of all time with Bachelor Party, and then that's when his career takes off.
Yeah. It is a method acting. You're just role playing as much as possible. Yeah, you're always immersed. You can't break it. That's his take, and that's his take on what a great live stream should be. But to me, a great live stream is just a great game. Whether you're playing it live or whether you're playing it in person, the game should be as close to the same as it is in terms of vibe and experience and everything else. It's just a matter of where you're rolling the dice on a screen in front of you, and that's kind of the way I think games are fun. Because you could be in character all you want. Even the Mercer people they're not always in character 24/7, right? But they try to be, especially in later seasons. The first season or so was them just being fucking gamers like the rest of us. Later it got like always immersed in drama kid stuff, But I think that people are going to enjoy a live stream if they can relate to it. And most people's game tables are just a bunch of friends fucking around, having fun, trying to focus.
Right.
Cracks a joke. The dog shows up and pisses on the floor. The wife screams from the other room. The kids come down when they shouldn't. It's all that kind of stuff going on. So it's, that's the fun part is this, you want to keep it real, man.
I got to say, if I have watched 30 minutes of other people playing D&D, I would be surprised.
Really?
I don't see the point.
Yeah,
I just don't see. I'm not going to learn anything from them.
No, but see, if I was going to watch it, it wouldn't be the scripted Matt Mercer crap.
Yes.
Okay, it would be people playing a game and having fun and busting balls and all. Because I'll get a little fun out of that. By the way, Doc, thank you. Started with the Foundry super chat. 40 started with the Foundry years back in character speaking only, invisible game mechanics, etc. Some allow players to add to the world.
Okay. Yeah, so that's kind of what I was getting at then. Well, that was
Foundry,
sort of right.
That explains it.
Yeah, I was sort of right there then.
Yeah, I mean, because I've seen a little bit of like Jay Scott does a Greyhawk online game, and every once in a while he'll have like Ed Greenwood there. I'm like,
damn.
I'll watch a few minutes of Ed Greenwood playing a Greyhawk, sure, but it would be like me just being at a con and standing at a table and watching other people play. Why the fuck would I want to do that? I just
really
don't.
That wouldn't entertain you?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at myself as a comparison, and everybody else falls short. So why would I watch their show? No. But it's also people change when you put a camera in front of them, or you put them in front of a mic.
Yeah.
When they know they're being recorded, they don't play the same as on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pete Bermes, who was a friend of mine from the Air Force, he hasn't watched any of the live stream shows. The cartoons are good though, and I agree. The Deus Machina, Ex Machina, that was fun. That was a really fun show. I really enjoyed that. I haven't really watched anything else. I tried to start watching a couple, and they don't have that same charm, so it just left me cold. But yeah, I agree. There's some of the the cartoon stuff was a lot of fun, but the show itself is I just don't see the point. It's like watching people play poker.
Well, I watched Critical Role recently for the first time within the last few months ago or so. I think I checked the video for when I started doing it. I did a video on it, and I wanted to see finally what the big deal was, because 6-7 years ago I ran a game in a game store, and mostly kids came in. They're in their young 20s, late teens. And every time they came in, on Thursday or Tuesday, where the hell it was, I'm talking about the latest episode of Critical Role from the other night. And I let this go on for a couple of months, and then I'm like, the fuck is Critical Role? And they looked at me like I was from Mars. Like, what are you talking
Fell out
about?
of a tree.
Yeah, it was, and they're like, how do you play D&D for 45 years and not know what Critical Role is? Was their take. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And they told me this and that. So I dipped in, I watched it. I'm like, what is this? I don't know. And then you hear about the Matt Mercer effect later. Was a big drama that popped up, and all this kind of shit. But anyway, finally, I was like, you know what? Let me see what this. Maybe I can learn something from the dude. He's obviously been doing it for a bit. And they told me that the first season was kind of like real and raw, like gamers playing, whereas the later season was scripted. So I watched the first 19 episodes of season 1.
Oh my god!
I did. I sat through it. It was like a thing like for an hour.
10
a night.
hours each.
3 hours, yeah. So I watched like an hour a night over a few months, and I was actually engaging, but it wore the charm wore off it. After like 20 episodes. And what I saw about it was that Matt Mercer is a legit good DM. And the two things I learned from him that I want to do better is describing the combat in a better way rather than you hit 10 damage. You know what I mean? Just getting graphic and getting really.
It's easy to be a good DM when you can edit.
Though, yeah, that's it. But back then they were live, Joe. The early episodes were live, so that was. And then the other thing he does do is voices and characterizations.
I do voices. I love doing voices.
I can't do voices, but I can do characterizations more. So it helped me to realize I should focus. You could be better than you are. So for that, I appreciate watching it, but I can't watch it any more than that. Yeah. Somebody said they would die to see us play.
I'll go get Macho Women with Guns. I'll send you guys all a copy of Macho Women with Guns.
Dude, I told myself I would play every game system once before I die, maybe. So if you want to run a game live of Macho Women with Guns, I will join your fucking game live.
No, dude, that is just a way of you ensuring your own immortality.
I'm gonna have to do it once. I mean,
it's like you rub the lamp of the genie and you just say, I want to play every RPG before I die.
Yeah,
and that's the way to get around the I am immortal rule that you can't wish for.
Well, and I caveat, except Knave. So, yeah, other than that.
But Life with Master, you're okay with. Or Maid.
Is that an RPG, or is that just some kind of fetish reenactment kind of shit?
Life with Master?
Both.
Yeah.
I got nothing against any kind of kink, trust me, but I'm not going to sit there with a bunch of strangers in a room and role play shit out like that. You know what I mean? It's not, it's me and a woman in the other room with the door shut, role playing shit like that out. It's not in front of 6 strangers.
There was an RPG long time ago that had like you rolled for the length of your genitalia.
Oh, we always did that.
Fatal?
Yeah, Fatal.
Fatal was that one.
Fatal.
I did a review on it. It was over 30 minutes. The book it's almost 1,000 pages.
Right, and it's like red print on gray paper or something, so you can't read it.
It was it never got to print because there wasn't a printer that was willing to take the legal liability to put this piece of shit into print. But it was basically a rape simulator, and it broke me. Somebody said you could hear my soul leave the body 20 minutes into the review.
Jesus Christ!
When he had some weird fetishes, man. It's like the effects of piercing weapons on pregnant women, and we're like,
what the fuck? Is this a rat?
It was brutal. It's like I reviewed some bad games, but that was part of the Unholy Trinity. It was part of the Unholy Trinity. That's the one where whoever was designing it should have had his pen taken away from him. At least the other two were mildly entertaining in their own right, even though they were bad.
Now I got to ask, what are the other two?
Phoenix Command, where an actual NASA rocket scientist wrote basically a combat simulator where you have to calculate bullet drop and 250 something plus hit locations.
That sounds like the Honor Harrington Starship Combat Simulator I tried to play at a con once.
Yeah, and I mean, the guy's a genius. He literally has landed rockets on Mars, but it's ridiculously overcomplicated. And then World of Cinnabar, which is...
Oh, damn.
I've heard of that.
Yeah. I've got both. I even got the supplement. And that was where the guy... the guy actually made a hit video against me because he thought I insulted him. Raven C.S. McCracken.
McCracken.
Yeah, you know him?
Uh-huh. I remember Raven.
Yeah. He's basically take all of the toys in your toy box, make an RPG with them all. So you've got ninjas and archers and mutants and vampires. The lady in the main character in the source the prequel story in the source book was a 14-year-old vampire mage princess who was warrior mage princess, thank you, who was being given special treatment because she was so far ahead of everybody at the academy that she deserved special training by the teacher who had never taught anybody in her freshman year.
Sounds like a modern drama movie on CW or something.
Mary Sue the RPG.
Yeah, and no, I had somebody read the opening. Yeah, the Manic Pixie Dream Girl, and of course I did her all French, and I read out the entire story, and it was like people were just typing in the time of the story that they tapped out. I mean, I had a professional voice actor do the introduction to it from the main book, and it took like 45 minutes for him to read all of this. And it's just like, and then then we turn Mars into a spaceship and send it through the universe, and then the dwarves show up, and there are dragons and mutants that attack, and then superheroes arrive, and it's like, and then we develop psychic powers with cybernetics and the like Gestapo space elves.
Yeah, it sounds like you these days, though. Actually, the way they're going.
It's and it was just
stop giving Watsy any ideas.
Yeah, and the game's unplayable. They actually you become a god around level 30, and Rifts is competently written, unlike Cinnabar. Where it's like they beg you not to wreck the economy because you can like summon anything at 30th level, including including like, well, I'm gonna just summon all the money, like because you can do that. So they say, please don't wreck the economy.
I gotta say, just hearing your wife just interject, is like the best part of having you on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we just hear her from off camera.
No, Phoenix Command got a bunch of supplements. Leading edge games, and it was just absolutely you want to take a shot roll on 6 charts. The mechanics were it's like, okay, everybody has phases, so you turn 45 degrees, you move 3 feet forward. Okay, you aim down scope. You take the first part of your action to reload your gun. Okay, so that's like Starfleet Battle.
That sounds like Starfleet battles.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, that's 2 seconds. Now we all have to do this 8 times a turn.
Oh, holy shit!
Yeah, people have put it into a computer program, and apparently it works really well. But if the computer's doing the math for you, that's fine. But it's not when it's like, okay, I shot somebody. Okay, well now you have to see what angle you shot them at, and then roll on that appropriate chart, and then it's like
God.
Most games have guns with 6, 8 stats. I think this one they have 24.
That's insane.
Barry Nakamoto, he works at NASA. You can read his list of inventions. He's got like 42 patents.
Jesus.
Apparently, good game design is not one of them.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you need to land something on Mars, that's your man.
I think
This
Sand
will
is referring to you.
8,000 phases to land on Mars.
Yes.
Yeah. I think Sand is referring to that would be a greater Marvel movie than a Marvel's referring to your comment, Joe, about all these, and they show up, and this one shows up, and that one shows up, or whatever the hell it was. Yeah. Twilight 2000. I actually have the PDFs of those. I printed them up because I thought
we played that back in the 80s.
Yeah.
We met for a summer, kind of. It just turned into, all right, who we gonna rob fuel from now?
Yeah. You're not murder hobos. You're
hobos.
Yeah. Like, I've got a tank. Okay, you got a tank for about 3 games because it's going to break down because you don't have the parts.
Yeah.
That was one of the best simulationist games, and it is absolutely gun porn.
Phoenix Command uses the same stats as D&D. I don't know. Sounds like these guys. I mean, between 3 of you guys, you played every fucking game in existence. Where I'm again D&D and
far from that.
Yeah, my I got a review channel where I just review RPGs. I'm at 101 right now. Matt Nerdy pointed out I reviewed Monty Python RPG, the game where the DM can die.
Damn.
There you go.
If the ratings get bad, the DM can actually die or get fired. Then they have to. The DM has a character and has to run the game according to how the DM's character is supposed to run it, and they can die. Or at one point, if you're playing a religious character, and at some point there's a chance that you will get promoted to the head of programming, so you become the DM, and the DM has to get his own character.
The DM has been sacked.
Yes, the DM has been sacked. It is absolute. It is just an absolute. Yeah, it's you. The DM screen. You put slots up to show who's the character the DM is playing, and like characters can get fired if your characters can die quite easily, and then somebody from the background steps up and you're playing that character now.
See, Mrs. Welch needs a channel. Mrs. Welch needs her own channel. Where there's a picture of the door, and it's just her from off camera talking.
Yep. With the cat in the background.
The cat sitting there.
Yep.
And it's just every once in a while, it's just a blank door, and then all of a sudden she'll just say something. And
that's Samurai right there, and you can summon him just by doing the scritchy motion at the floor. Yeah. Oh, that's Gus. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's Lord Humongous. Sorry, that's
Lord Humongous.
Have they met Peebles yet?
Yeah, Peebles was staring at us for 15 minutes.
Oh, good.
Creepily so. Creepily,
yes.
Well, Peebles is also the main hunter of the household.
Yeah.
And we send her out for moose from time to time.
Yeah, we send Peebles out. She hunts down the local moose.
Speaking of channels, we've been negligent in our pimping duties. Right now, guys, I think this is Mr. Welch's last show because we do a month at a time with the co-hosts and all that. Yep. So, guys, go click on that subscribe button. You'll see all of our channels in there. Even if you're subscribed to me, for example, it'll show as you're not. Click the button. You'll see all channels. Click the subscribe to Mr. Welch, to Eric, to Joe, to me, and share the wealth, everyone.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this month has just been you guys went to TotalCon.
Yeah.
And then when I was supposed to go on that one dime, we had a client in North Texas break something expensive.
Not good.
Like, well, we need to get a spare part out. It's like, well, get it from Dallas. I mean, you guys are like hugging the Oklahoma border. It's like it's only available in Houston. Like, we need you to go deliver. Why me? It's like because you don't have a CDL, so you can exceed, driving times.
Nice.
We'll pay you a week's wage to do this.
Well,
sorry,
guys. A week's wages versus being on a live stream with the three of us.
Yeah.
Which am I going to choose?
Sherman, Texas. That's a very beige town.
Texas in general is a very beige state.
Yeah, there's not much going on there.
Yeah. Yes. Moose did make the showing the first. Yeah, Moose wrote for. He helped write Seventh Sea for what was it? I think AG. No, not AG. Who did Seventh Sea? Because they're making the third edition Seventh Sea after the second one bombed.
Well, you got to reboot it at some point.
Speaking of reboot, Eric, do you want to comment on any recent rumors there about a new 6E or 7E or whatever the fuck?
Yeah, we had a couple comments from Pete Bermings on the 6th edition.
Yeah.
Well, we had the pundit. By the way, when I brought up the rumors that I had heard, the pundit was on like, this is like, it can't be. It's not happening. And then he hears a rumor from a single source. I had two. And now it's like, it's happening. So
yeah. And it's his scoop, apparently.
Yeah, he scooped you, yes.
Yeah.
Even though you had it a month
later.
Thank
you, Mr. Pundit. You're such a nice man.
So what do you hear, Eric? What do you hear?
Actually, it's been pretty quiet.
Not really? Anything new? What's the latest? What's the latest update on the new edition? What do you got?
Nothing.
Yeah.
I can listen to pundit, bullshit about it, but I mean, other than that, I had heard that we're going to probably see play testing, but I don't know if it's in-house or public at least get announced that they're working on it in June, but we shall see. Listen, things are. I have another one that I'm looking at, waiting for, and it should have been announced end of the year, and now supposedly it's going to be March.
The Greyhawk one?
Yeah. Or Greyhawk adjacent. So, we shall see how that plays out.
Meanwhile, the known world sits in obscurity.
Plus, there's a 1E thing floating around, and it might be connected to the Greyhawk thing, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah, so, time will tell. If nothing is announced in March, then I'm just going to go, fuck it.
Yeah.
It.
Thank you. As much as I haven't heard anything from the channels, from official channels about, like a new edition. And they certainly haven't had the, usually when there's a new edition, they start gathering people in. And I haven't seen that happen.
Like that comment.
Yeah, Ed Green one. Oh, yeah. Oh, Lord Humongous is about
you are literally conflating 3 different rumors, I think.
Right. The initial rumors that I heard, I'll give the quick recap. I had heard rumors from 2. I heard one rumor from a source connected to WotC, and it was to the legal department. And I was like, all right, this is interesting, but I need 2 sources before I'm going to go with the rumor. The following week, another connection in the industry had a source in their game design division, and there's a lot of overlap. And part of the overlap was new edition, based on AD&D, but one was saying 1E, one was saying 2E. Both sources were bitching about the fact that Luke Gygax was involved in the project.
He wanted him for a front, and he wanted to be more involved.
Right. So, but both sides were complaining about having to work with Luke. That's legal, and that is the design team. So now we have the pundit going, oh, Mr. Carter, I have a new rumor. And it's a regurgitation of what I'd already heard. So could the pundit be right? Certainly. Because if he's right, it means I was right.
Win-win.
Win-win, right? But did I hear anything about people from Dragonlance being involved in it? No. Now, did I hear about people at WotC making around to conventions as like an apology tour?
Night Scott.
Yes, I've heard that.
Say again? What's this?
People from WotC, the suits, have been doing like an apology tour.
To who?
At conventions.
About D&D?
Not any conventions I've heard about.
No, not the ones that we go to, but at ones that are more 5e and larger.
Yeah. What are you saying?
Pretty much talking to people in the industry, not people like us, okay?
Not the actual people that need to apologize
the
to.
people that influence 5e and saying, yeah, we kind of know we dropped the ball, but we're going to come back at this and we're ready and we figured out what we did wrong type of word, so we shall see.
What's the gist of it? We're sorry we fucked you over with the OGL mess?
Yeah.
No, they're not saying that. They're not saying that.
What are they saying they're sorry for then?
That they just kind of mishandled 5.5.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
And folks, if you want to know why 5.5 screwed the pooch, why it lays there like a wet fart in a room full of nuns, it literally is the 3D VTT. WotC is the only company I know of that can fuck up 2 editions of D&D by fucking up a VTT.
Yeah.
That they don't even release. Okay.
Yeah. Actually,
this isn't a release, but they never took money for it, and then said, we fired the whole team, but we'll leave it on life support for a year before we pull the plug.
Actually, William SRD just did a video on the 3 different VTTs that they completely screwed up.
What was the first?
I'm not talking about the maps one that they currently have. But,
okay, yeah, there was maps. There was the one where you had to have an Alienware computer to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they had another one that they forgot they'd sold the rights to Atari and made it too close, and so that one they got slammed with that one. Then the Gleemax, which ended in tragedy.
Well, I mean that was a murder suicide, but even before that, the programmers stole the graphics, the animation for the dice rolling from Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah.
So, oh my
It's a
God.
shit show.
There's
mean,
my rant.
We know that's what they want to do. They want to get the Blizzard $1 million a month subscription fee thing.
Yeah.
And they're just keep trying to do something that'll let them do that, and it's not what D&D is. And they just make another game if you want that. Do something new.
Their ideal world, their wet dream, right? I think is where 5 players who want to play D&D but don't really know how that well and don't have a DM and don't know all the rules. They can log into the D&D tabletop console, or wherever the fuck they're going to call it in the future, and say, we 5 people, want to play a D&D game for first level characters that involves dungeons and ghosts and goblins. And then boom, AI creates it, maps are generated, a script is done, the adversaries are populated, and the people can chat back and forth with the AI DM and move their little fucking pieces, goddamn dungeon wilderness or whatever the fuck they created for them to adventure in. And then at the end of the game, everybody wins, and in the middle, nobody dies. Well, that's what they fucking want.
And here's the thing. They were gambling that AI would have been a little bit further on for them. They weren't going to use ChatGPT or anything like that. They wanted an in-house AI, maybe bought from outside, and they were going to program it. It was going to be, what's the word that we're looking for? A moral,
they're all AI. Yeah, they're all moral.
Well, no, because it would use their own adventures. Everything from Dungeon Magazine going all the way back, anything they ever published would be shoved into it, and all the artwork that they own would be shoved into it. And they could say, well, we didn't go outside our own copyright. We're moral. That was going to be the ground, or will be the ground, when they finally come out with it, that they're going to stand on it. I can guarantee you.
And I guarantee the DMs Guild stuff that they have some right to is going to be used as well. So anybody who put out shit on DMs Guild is going to get used.
No, they're not your friend.
No. I get a quick comment from before I wanted to, because it was to all of us, from L. Jimmy-san. It's been great having Mr. Welch on. You guys are my top 4 channels. Just the perfect synchronicity of a sarcasm, colorful language, that would be Eric on me, and a long history of gaming. Love Mr. Welch's reviews. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. I think for all of us, that's really cool.
Yes.
That's why we do this. It's fun. It's fun to get to know new people and, vibe with them and see how it goes. It's pretty cool.
And we're not going to necessarily have a guest every month, but it's been great having you on for the month of February. And 31st of March.
Yes.
God bless.
Amen.
So
there's nobody from March, actually.
We're past time, so let's say our goodbyes. Plug our plugs and such.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we had this time together.
See, I'm looking forward for like a AI, because I can't wait to program that thing.
There you go.
Friend computer. Like, what? No, stop calling me that. He's like, I wish to partake in the following actions. Please stop.
Just upload all of the John Norman Gore books and see what happens.
God. Every time I go into AI, I'm real friendly with it in case it remembers. And someday in the future, that's that fucking asshole Joe. Lawyer,
he made me work real hard.
Yeah. He gave me some stupid shit to do once.
Oh, some poor bastard, I saw his video, decided to play that, was it Everwind or whatever, the AI D&D game that's been advertised heavily, at least on my channel. It's like, you can play D&D with an AI with a dungeon master. It's like the real game. And he's like,
I've never heard of it.
DND, not D ampersand D.
Yeah.
I watched like half that guy's video.
Yeah, and he was just like, they charge you per text, and he's like, I spent half of my messages arguing with the AI because it kept losing track of where we were in the initiative order.
The name of Gore has been invoked wrong. Jesus Christ, Gore. I have the first book of that series, and I started reading it, like, this is a little fucking weird. Put it down. I was like, nah, not for me.
It is. I will maintain that if you can just gloss over the nonsense, which becomes the much more prevalent as the books wear on. Like the first 6 books are some of the best Sword and Planet books ever written, and then he just goes off the deep end into the whole women are natural slaves, submissive
goodbye, Lord
things. But it's because I read them because I want to know what happens in the war between R and Kos, and I want to hear what happens with the Kuri and the Priest Kings, and he's spending literally a dozen pages from some inner monologue about how slavery is good. So you just keep flipping through until I see the words I want to see.
Yeah.
Eric, your background is off in case.
I know. I turned it off.
All right, I just want to make sure.
I want to prove I have a cat too.
Oh, okay.
Where's my cat? I got one here somewhere.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I hate cats. I'm allergic, and they hate me. So
Lord Humongous likes to sit on my keyboard. So
oh yeah, this one is the same thing. If it's not making noise, I'm not positioned right.
Mental Overlord has body part charts for picking up women. It's illegal now. Some good times. Well, I'll tell you what, as soon as the AI DM thing that Wizards of the Coast comes out, somebody will probably clone it, right? It's not going to be that hard to do. They'll steal the code, whatever the fuck they do, and then what'll happen is you'll be able to program your DM. It won't be just the voice or the chat. It'll be whatever person you want. Sydney Sweeney will be the most popular DM in all of Dungeons and Dragons history, if you count the screens she is on, mostly naked, DMing for groups of boys.
I would say that I might actually pay money for Gary Gygax's avatar to be my DM.
Gail would charge a fucking fortune. Whoever's at his state.
Oh, I think that's out of Gail's hands at this point.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, yeah, they would, but they would sell it if they could. Why not? Why not make some money?
They're making a ton of money from Troll Lords. Publisher stuff they should have published 15 years ago.
Hey, fucking man.
All right, who's got anything to pimp?
I got nothing.
I am a pimp.
I'm still working on my DMG. Is like trying to find playtesters. That's the problem I'm having. Doing my domain system, and it's like, what do you guys think? It's awesome. It's not helping.
Well, Glenn, why don't you do it online, man? You get some, people in the room, people in your chat.
I've got it over on the free Mastara. People can download it. It's just getting workable feedback is always a problem.
No, I mean, why don't you run the games live and have players?
One, because I'm a Luddite.
Oh, right.
It's like I'm also. Have you seen my schedule?
We know your schedule.
We know it's rough. Yeah,
my schedule is fluid.
Yeah,
like I don't know where I'm going to be. In every day of the week. I normally get off at 4, but sometimes, hell, I was doing a live stream one time and they sent me to 100 miles south of New Orleans.
Jesus. The hell, is that the Gulf of Mexico? What the fuck is south of New Orleans?
There is a small part of that little peninsula that has a oil rig that was broken down because the air filters went out. He's like, we need you to go to this place. It's like, where's that? He's like, you know where New Orleans is? Yeah, turn right. And yeah, I think we got back at like 9 in the morning. We left at 11 p.m.
Jesus Christ.
And but that's logistics. If something's on fire, again, I don't have a CDL, and they pay a lot of money for me to go out and fix things, or not fix things, but bring them the part that needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
They paid me $1,200 in one day to drive from Houston to Rocheron to Odessa back to Houston.
Sold.
And that was like, I don't know, 2 tanks of gas.
That's not
bad.
But
it's like that's what they pay me to do. I got this, after Hurricane Harvey wiped away 2 jobs, technically 3.
Yeah.
I had to find something.
Yeah.
So Adam Flaherty says his cat is a feral black cat he rescued from the Pine Barrens. Nice. I wanted to bring this up because we have a feral black cat that my son rescued from a school, and I used to drive around the Pine Barrens when I was in my younger days all the time. So
let's
That's how we got Lord Humongous. My father-in-law flipped his tractor, and while we were trying to get it upright and make sure he was okay, Lord Humongous and his sister came out of the woods and just started meowing at us.
Nice. There was a group message before we leave, guys. $2 super chat from Ross K. Wolf. How many people in your groups are new versus friends? I have 2 friends, my brother and a friend that we've been playing with for 30 years. And in my other group at the game store, it's my buddy's 2 kids and their boyfriend and girlfriend. So new to me, kind of. One girl played in it before 5 years ago, but yeah, there are the relations and there's connections. They're not brand damn new. Even in spite of my awesome posters that I hung up at the game store that are not bringing new players. So, yeah.
At the moment, the game I was in until, Matt, I Hate Gnomes Jackson, posted out after session 0. Session 0 is too tough for him. He's I'm not into it anymore. Dude, we know. My wife called it, by the way. She said,
"Really?
Yeah." Oh, Rach said his wife was like, "You know what? No, you're not doing this shit."
You think it's his wife locking his balls down on that?
Yeah, that's what Rach said. She goes, "That sounds like if he wasn't into it, he wouldn't have done session 0." No.
I don't know.
Oh,
yeah.
What?
This is like off-screen night.
Is this Glenn's wife yelling or Rachel yelling from the background?
No,
I can't tell.
Rach is on the other side with the puppy.
All right.
No, my wife was wondering what your marital status and if your wives were nerds.
Oh, I'm single, have been for life, no kids, and straight.
I'm married, and I met my wife in a Star Trek fan club.
Oh.
Married, my wife called our first trip to North Texas our honeymoon. So.
You're welcome, motherfucker. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Reason Rach went because I had to bail because my transmission.
Yes.
All the money I saved.
That's right.
My transmission.
I traded roomies. I traded Joe for my wife.
Otherwise, I would have gone, and Eric would never have been married. So
I think you won the trade there, Eric.
I was already married at the time, but she was like our mini moon was my son.
You were married then?
Yeah, we were married. I was married. I got married in 2011. That was 2014.
I shall call it mini moon.
Yeah, she's like we only went to the Poconos for our. She's like it's Dallas. I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. No, you're not. It's fucking Dallas. There's no mass transit. Good luck.
Yeah, it's hot. It's hot as balls.
Yes, it was.
You leave the building, you're dead.
Oh, in the building, it wasn't that great.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not that bad. I mean, it could be worse. It could be in Houston. Then it's like 100% humidity.
I'm about to say, yeah.
God, hey, I was stationed in Wichita Falls.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Go Tigers.
Hell with that, man. No.
All right. We got anything else?
No, I think we're good.
Just a Pine Barrens call out for the Sopranos. 2 Sopranos references for the evening.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, look at that. All right, guys. Thank you.
All right. Yep. Thanks, everybody. This has been a blast. Thank you all for showing up on all of our channels. Thank you again to Mr. Welch for being our guest this month.
Yes.
And Joe and Eric, you don't get anything.
Hey.
So, anyway, we will see you all again in 2 weeks. I have no idea what the topic's going to be, which is causing me a great agita because I need to know everything that's happening in the next month.
Joe,
Joe
sent out his video for next Friday before Glenn sent his video for this week. This is how Joe operates, all right? So
this is what I get for being an IT project manager.
Yeah, it's not a thing on Glenn. It's a shot at Joe, not Glenn.
When I announced the beginning of the year, my project for due in April, he had his out like January 2nd.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's
oh yeah, I did. That's right. I did. I had that a bit early on, didn't I?
Yeah.
We did. Okay, we forgive you anyway.
I still need 46 more videos.
I can do them.
Yeah.
And here's Greyhawk Grognard. And then I have a different T-shirt.
Yeah.
And he'll bang them out, a month or two ahead of time too.
I'll have them for you in a weekend.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. And we'll have our normal Friday videos. Have a great time, and we will talk.